It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. And it's all up next.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
A lot of guys love sitting here, Mike, and nitpicking his game. And I would agree, some of it is fair criticism. But there's one thing you can't deny. This guy is electric with the ball in his hands. One of the best open field runners, regardless of position in the entire league. But for him to take the next step and develop as a quarterback, he needs to match that arsenal that he has with his legs and develop a little bit more in the traditional passing game with his arm. If he's able to do that, they're not only going to have a chance to win here today, but they're going to win for a long time in the future.
Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's to the former Ram and Falcon, Van Jefferson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. They go play action with Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
It was pretty clear what Raheem Morris and the Atlanta Falcons front office saw in this guy, Mike. I mean, when you put the film on, his explosiveness just jumps off the screen. I mean, one of the fastest interior defenders at this last year's combine, and he's twitchy, he's versatile. He still has some things to work on with his awareness and finding the ball, but as far as upside and physical qualities, this guy's off the charts.
He'll tuck it and he will score. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Steelers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He knocks it through, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ray McLeod on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
Ever since he was drafted in the 4th round, all this guy has done is continue to surpass all expectations. And Mike, this isn't some physical specimen like we see throughout the league who has all these unique physical attributes, but he is about as consistent and even keel as the quarterback position gets. And it doesn't hurt that he is a beloved figure in every locker room he finds himself in. They know with this guy behind center, they have a shot to win every single game he plays.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Cousins to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and
that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Harris. Not much there, a yard or 2 down to the 48. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. Second down and 8. Here's Fields. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he will get into the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Avery Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
To the right, that's Pitts. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. First and 10. Off the play action, here's Fields. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Cousins now on 2nd down. He'll get this to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That's complete. He's got it to London. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd down, Cousins. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Fields now. That's to the rookie out of Michigan, Roman Wilson.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A run. Here's Harris. And he'll be taken down at about the 28, but move the chains. That's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
So after 1, It's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Play action now for Fields. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. A give, and here comes Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
A run up the middle with Warren. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Fields to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
Big first down pickup there by Roman Wilson. And remember the last time we saw him play in a live game, Mike? It was that Rose Bowl. He had a great year for national champions, Michigan Wolverines. Led him in catches, yards, receiving touchdowns. And this is a guy that not only can get downfield and make big plays, but even on underneath throws, he is very good with the ball in his hands after the catch. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And he's going to be taken down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. On the give, it's Harris. And he's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Steelers. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, Cousins. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Nice grab there by Mooney, and plays like this are really the main reason why the Falcons made it a point to sign him this offseason. I mean, his talent has always been undeniable. He just has to find a way to stay on the field and prove it.
On first down, Cousins. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that will lead to a second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Cousins. To the goal line and in. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons get back in it. It is 21-7. kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive begins with a run by Harris. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Field. Will try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll get that to Kadero Hodge. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Cousins gonna throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They run it over center with Harris. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Another run here with Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. Good for a Steeler first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Fields from the pistol. First down throw there is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now a second down throw for Fields. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Fields now to throw on first down. And he'll be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Fields operating out of the pistol. That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
That is caught side of the end zone. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
Boswell now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Steelers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That one is caught by Mooney. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing is Cousins. To the left side in the hands of London. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Cousins to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. McLeod now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense and Drake London set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Uh-oh. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. Here's 3rd and 7. Cousins. To the right. That's Pitts. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert, arms down with a pickup of 9.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Pitts is the man in motion. They run over center with Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Robinson. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Slot man in motion right. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
A first down throw for Cousins. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
15 yards through the air. First down, Atlanta.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Cousins. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down.
Be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Another run here for Robinson.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Here's 3rd and 2. Cousins now. That's complete. He's got it to London. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And here's Bijan. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. He'll work forward for a couple. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. Second down and 8. Throwing is Fields. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On 1st and 10, Fields. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Fields. Now he'll run it. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
First down. Fields. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play action, here's Fields. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
It is 3rd and 10. Fields to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one is pushed out to the right. It is no good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. He'll get this to McLeod. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to McLeod. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Short throw taken by Pitts. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's got his big tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
All right, so the Falcons try to add on a 2-point conversion here. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. Fields. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
He'll run. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. That one into the hands of Jefferson. Still on his feet. And he will score. Then Jefferson Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and through. And the Steelers will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now, this looks like a design run. Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
Second down, Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he should have enough there for the first down. Take it up to the 43-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll run here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Cousins now on second down. That'll be caught by McLeod. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On first down, Cousins. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Cousins. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Offensively landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
2nd and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain 1 additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. Here's a screen set up for Warren. They come up for 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll get this to his tight end, Freiermuth.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. And the kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.